All right. Well, happy Sunday. I'm probably not going to post this video on a Sunday, but oh well. This is the day that the Lord has made. We're going to rejoice and be glad in it when we post it, even if it's not Sunday. Dominique Dove, thank you so much for joining me for this I Do Affirm Affirmation Conversation. On your way to Maryland, I see. So we're not going to hold you too long because, we want to make sure we practicing good vehicle safety. Hopefully we get good reception throughout this interview. I see that you're from Lynchburg, Virginia, which is pretty cool because I see that that's just like 3 hours away from me. And actually, Liberty University is down there. So I'm sort of familiar with the area. My daughter's going to be a senior next year. So we're going to be going on a tour this summer, a college tour. So Liberty is one of those that we're going to go to. So I also see that you graduated from Liberty University School of Law in 2015, but I'm going to back up just a little bit. So you currently live in Fort Stewart, Georgia. And for those people who are viewing, if they know anything about any place that's named Fort, it is more than likely a military installation, which means likely one of 4 things. You're either a civilian that works there, you're a spouse of a soldier, you are a military brat, or you're a military member yourself. So Dominique, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Dominic is my nephew and I miss him. So he must be talking about me right now with his bad stuff. I'm pretty sure he's about to ask me to cash app him something. But so you're living there in Georgia. You are an administrative law attorney for the U.S. Army. How freaking amazing. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about how you got there. First of all, that is absolutely amazing because we don't really have that many attorneys in our country that are African American and definitely female. So kudos to you. So proud just to even read this and be able to see this and also to know you and work among you. Graduated with a Bachelor's of Arts in Sociology from ODU, which is Old Dominion University, another Virginia college that me and my daughter will be checking out on our tour over the summer. And then again, your JD, Juris Doctorate from Liberty University School of Law in 2015. But I have to add that just wasn't even enough for you because I know I just gave you kudos earlier this month for graduating with your Master of Arts in Counseling with a focus in military resilience. So yes. Amazing. As if being a lawyer and doing administrative law as part of your day job wasn't enough, you're still being a lifelong learner and going back to school amongst all the other things that you're probably busy doing every day. That's pretty amazing. So kudos to you, Queen. Love that. So I also see, again, busy with your day job, busy in school. You also volunteer assisting veterans in organizations that provide food, which is absolutely amazing. And with Operation Deploy Your Dress. I kind of have an idea of what that is, but could you explain that just a little bit?
Yes, so I am running for Ms Veterans America, and so I needed a dress, and my SJ told me that his wife volunteers at Operation Deploy Your Dress, and I had no idea what it was. And basically every year, as long as you have a military ID, so you're serving or retired or dependent, you can go on base to Operation Deploy Your Dress, and they'll give you 2 free dresses a year. And they're nice. I actually got a Vera Wang dress for free, and you get an accessory, which is like jewelry, a purse, or shoes with it. And I love the whole organization, so I asked to volunteer with them. So I'm waiting to, we were supposed to have a private event about a week or so ago, and that didn't happen. So as soon as I get back, I'm gonna start back up.
Awesome. Well, that's actually pretty cool because I will definitely tell you that in the military, we have a lot of events and balls where we have to put those gowns on, and they do get expensive, especially if you're just purchasing them from the store. So it's nice to see that there are organizations out there that are sort of helping us keep our money in our pockets because it can be a struggle. And we're going to come back to that because I think I heard you say that you're running for Ms Veterans America. So I'm not going to let you just throw that in there without coming back and expounding on that because that sounds amazing. So we're going to come back to that. So today we're going to talk about love. We're going to talk about what the affirmation of feeling loved within yourself and loved by others. So I asked you to sort of describe how you felt among, throughout your life. And I know you said that you struggled with this a little bit. Believe it or not, just because we're beautiful, just because we're smart, because clearly you are, we can see that, right? On the outside, we can see you're beautiful. We can tell that you're smart. You have a bachelor's, you have a master's, you have a law degree. Sometimes people don't know what we struggle with on the inside. So I read what you wrote, and I'm not going to show that back to the viewers. I'm not going to say that back because I'm going to let you sort of talk about that. How did you get to that feeling of just not feeling love, not loving yourself?
I don't know necessarily how I got to that feeling, but it kind of was always there. I have 2 sisters, and they're both lighter complexion. I was the dark skinned one. And so I used to get, oh, you're pretty for a dark skinned girl, like not just like, oh, you're pretty, So I felt really self-conscious growing up about my complexion or about my weight. And it just pretty much turned into me, not really liking how I looked, or pretty much thinking I was never good enough, or comparing myself to other people.
Well, I can totally tell you, as a light-skinned person, I always look at darker skinned girls, and I am so jealous. First of all, I had to buy Cocoa Glow. It's some sort of bronzer, and I put it on the other day. It was the first time I used a self bronzer because I'm pasty, coming out of not just a pandemic, but the winter. And I didn't put it on evenly, so it looked crazy the next day. Second of all, you can see every vein inside of my body. You can see every scar, scratch, whatever. I've always been jealous of girls with darker skin because their legs just look so pretty all the time. I'm like, you can't tell when they're having an allergic reaction like I can. So I can completely understand how you feel, but I will tell you, as a very bright-skinned woman, I consider myself to be Black, even though technically I am biracial, white dad, Black mom. I always wanted my skin to be darker. So I guess we're just never really satisfied, with how we look, because I always just thought like dark skin was just so gorgeous, right? I don't know. So I completely...
we're both bright, like,
yeah,
that's the beauty of our culture, different
I completely understand.
Skin tones and
so many. There's a whole rainbow of skin tones in our culture, for sure. And yes, telling somebody that they are pretty for a dark skinned girl is definitely not telling them that they're pretty. Telling them that they're pretty for something or but something is like a backhanded compliment, which they really could have just kept in their back pocket, honestly. So I'm really sorry that you had to experience that growing up, but I definitely have seen that in our communities, and hopefully we can one day get past that, because that's not cool at all whatsoever. You are beautiful, period. For nothing but nothing, just because. Okay, how about that?
Period.
So period, right? And as you would say, your tagline, know that. All right. I saw that was your tagline. I'm like, yes, know that, right? So I would ask, how did you learn to overcome that sort of, I don't want to say self-hate, because maybe you didn't hate yourself, but just that lack of self-love?
It was a very long process, honestly. And I went to counseling. And that's why I got my master's in counseling, because going to counseling and therapy really helped me. It was that, and then I took 2 years off from dating anyone. It was just like, if I can't be happy with myself, I can't be happy in a relationship. And so I just focused on myself. But I still struggle with like issues with my weight, like especially with the military. You get taped and you're like, it's a whole ordeal, So yes, I do still struggle, but I don't let myself get down. If it's something about my weight that I'm like, okay, well, you got to change your diet or you have to work out harder. And then my husband helped me a lot too. He just builds me up every day.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's good. It's definitely good to have sort of like a coach, someone there to not be judgmental, not be forceful, just to give you like little reminders that you can, little pushes that you need. That definitely is very helpful. And I will say that it is stressful as another, soldier to soldier, woman to woman. It is stressful for me as well. I was always pretty thin throughout my military career, but towards the end, especially with this pandemic, I've just gained so much weight, and now it's just like, it's really hard to take it off. It was kind of easy to put it on, I suppose, but it's hard to take it off. And I just feel so body conscious, so self-conscious. It's like, I don't like wearing civilian clothes around my coworkers. I mean, it is really mentally exhausting to think about it. And not to mention, just things that happen when women get older, period, having had children, that adds to it, hormones, that adds to it, stress, that adds to it. It's just so much that adds to it. And then you got to stand there while somebody tapes the biggest protruding part of your buttocks, around your hip. That's annoying. And then they tell you that your neck is too small. Like, what woman wants to walk around with a big old neck? I don't.
right.
So I completely understand that. Yeah. But it is nice to have someone there to sort of remind you that, you are loved, you are beautiful. This too shall pass. And I really love that you mentioned counseling, because a lot of people are turned off by it. A lot of people say, I don't want to go to counseling. I don't want to tell anybody my personal business. Well, first of all, that'd be the same people that be on Facebook telling people all their business, on Twitter telling people all their business, right? Like telling a friend all their business who tells a friend all their business. So I'm a proponent. I go to counseling now. It just really helps me to just keep a happy medium in life. So thank you so much for mentioning that, because it is very, very, very helpful. At least the person that you're telling all your business to has a confidentiality clause. And if they tell their business to somebody else, at least there is ramifications for that. And they are really helpful. So I really appreciate you throwing in that plug for counseling, because I'm a proponent of that. So then I wanted to ask you, a random question. It's random, but it's kind of related, right? So what's something that you used to hate about yourself, but you now love? Or dislike about
I would
yourself?
say, well, yeah, just my body, overall. I always thought I was too fat. I was always comparing myself. And now I'm just like, girl, you look good. Like,
and you do.
I know, and things, you start to learn, different outfits that will accentuate your, the attributes that you have. So I know there's certain things I could wear, but I won't wear because I would feel a little self-conscious about it. And I know what looks really good on me. So I just make sure I get the outfits that look really good on me. And so, yeah, I love, and I mean, overall, I just love who I am now.
Oh, that's amazing. First of all, your smile is so radiant. Okay.
Thank you.
If I'm anywhere with you, I'm probably not even looking at your outfit, because I'm not going to get past your mouth. Like, your smile is just that radiant, that's the most fashion forward piece of accessory that you're wearing. It's very beautiful. I will have to just put that plug in there. But no, I totally feel you, because for me, it's like, I want to wear high-waisted pants, and I want to wear a shirt that's loose at the tummy. Like, that's just me right now. I don't know how. I just want the confidence of so many other women. I love to see a woman who is confident about her body. It just does something to me. It just keeps me going, honestly. So what advice would you give someone who is struggling and needed help learning to love themselves?
I would say, depending on the severity of it, go to counseling. And then just also know, like, we're our own worst critics, and there's people out there who love you, who need you, who depend on you, who look up to you, that you might not even know, and you could be making a difference in someone's life, and you're not even realizing, just by your mere existence. So I think I would just pretty much say, like, just know that they're valuable, know that they are loved, and know that they have meaning.
Oh, that's really nice. Thank you for making me feel better about myself today. So we're gonna get back to this Ms Veteran America before we before you run out of gas, and we know it's like $5 a gallon. So I read a little bit about Ms Veterans America. I see that it showcases the woman beyond the uniform, right? So not only are you a soldier citizen, you're courageous, you're brave, you're serving our nation, but you're a wife, you're a mother,
Yes.
you're a sister, clearly you're a daughter, you're a lawyer, right? You're playing so many roles in your life. How did you get into this Ms Veterans America?
So one thing about me is like, no matter how crazy it is, if I say I'm going to do it, I'm just going to do it, right? And so I found out about it about, I think it was about 3 years ago. I was like, I'm going to do that. Completely forgot about it. And then last year, I think something came up on Facebook, and I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to do that. And so I put my application in. I have to get approved by and the applications. And so currently I'm a semi-finalist, and the competition is next month. But yeah, it's really great. I met a lot of amazing women. We have a group chat. It's funny, we're competing against each other, but it's like 20 something women in this group chat, and we talk every day. And we're like, oh, what are you gonna do? What are you wearing? How can I help you with this? You want me to be your background? So it's like, it's a sisterhood too. And it's great. So it's so different than any other competition. I've already met 2 of them in person.
Oh, that's amazing. I like how you said it's a competition, but it's also a sisterhood. That's very empowering, because a lot of times when we are competing for the same things, we often see each other as threats, right? So I really love the fact that you all are empowering one another and supporting one another, because at the end of the day, you're all sisters, you're all women. And when one of us wins, we all win. So I really wish you the best of luck in there, and hopefully you win. But if not,
thank you. And you're
we're just happy. Say that again. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're all getting together to raise money for homeless women veterans. So that's what the purpose of the competition is. And we're trying to raise the money. And the organization, Final Salute, they give so many different things: housing, clothing. It's just an amazing organization.
So how could we contribute beyond the timeline of this competition?
Volunteering. If you just look up, there's different organizations pretty much everywhere where you are, where you can go feed the homeless, or if you want to donate to Final Salute, they have a website and you can donate, and then that money goes to different programs that they're doing too.
Awesome. Well, that is wonderful. Thank you so much. I just wanted to let you know that you are beautiful, you are loved, and again, your own tagline, know that, okay? So thank you so much, Dominique Dove, for joining us on the road, headed to Maryland. Wish you and your sister safety. I wish you the best of luck in your competition. I wish you the best of love in your life. Stay beautiful, keep that sparkling, shining smile, and just take care of yourself, and appreciate you being here with me and spending some time this Sunday morning.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Of course. Take care.
Bye.
Hi, y'all. Thanks so much for tuning in to another I Do Affirm Affirmation Conversation. And I want to, again, thank Dominique, and I hope that you all enjoyed the conversation with her. I know it may have been a little bit rocky tuning in from the vehicle, but hey, we got to get them how we get them, because everybody I brought on this season, they be booked and busy, but they're really good people. And I really thought that they would be perfect to come on here and have these topics of conversation with you all. And Dominique and I want to just remind every one of you all that you are loved, you are important, and you make a difference in this world, and you matter to a lot of people. Everyone has a purpose in this life, including you. Yes, you have many purposes. Somebody is out there bragging on you. Somebody is dancing around their room to their favorite country song, their favorite old school R&B, thinking about you. Somebody is singing into the remote. Somebody is bragging on you, whether it's your mama, your auntie, some man, some woman, your baby, right? Some kid at school telling, arguing back and forth with their little friend about just how much they love you and how you the best mama or daddy or whatever. You are loved. Just know that. And you may not always feel it from others. Some people just have a hard time showing that they're loved. And they just got to work on that. And you may have to work on loving you a little bit better. So what you going to do about that, right? You can start by looking yourself in the mirror every day and reciting positive affirmations to yourself, whatever that may be, whatever you're lacking. You are loved. You are beautiful. You are wonderful. You are necessary. You are needed. You are important. I don't know if I already said that, but if I did, I'm going to say it again because it's true. We all have a purpose in this world. We were all put here for a purpose. And if you haven't realized or recognized your purpose yet, ask somebody important to you. Ask someone close to you. What is my purpose in your life? Why do you love me? What is it about me that makes me so special to you? And believe it when they tell you that. If they tolerate you, if they want you around, if they calling you and telling you secrets, it's because they love you. They trust you. They need you. They want you. They ain't phony. They ain't faking. I mean, some people do. But you can call them like you see them. You are loved. Treasure that. But you got to start with yourself. You got to love yourself before you can learn how to love others and accept the love of other people. Like I tell you all the time, you got this. Never, ever minimize yourself for nobody. I don't care who they are. I don't care who they are. Never put nobody before yourself. Because if you put you first, you're going to be able to take care of everybody the right way. Your significant other, your children, your family, your friends, your job, your entrepreneurial endeavors. Everything's going to shine when you start with you. Love yourself first. You got it. You can do it. Take care. And if you can't figure out nobody that love you, not one person, put me on the list. Because I do all this out of love. And I ain't even got to know you. God loves you. I love you. There's two people. And you ain't even got to believe in the God I believe in. But my God, he love you. And even if you got a pet, them some real lovable creatures. They love you too. Take care. Bye.